Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Rogan and RuneScape. Got a special guest on today, Sean Boy. He's a longtime listener, and this is his first episode. We also have Sheer RNG, returning champion. I just want to say happy Easter from myself and the whole Rogan and RuneScape family. I hope you got to enjoy the day either by yourself, with friends, family, or simply with RuneScapers like I got to do today. So sit back, crack open a nice ice cold can of whoop ass if you so choose to, and enjoy this podcast. Also, if you do enjoy this podcast, please give us a rating on iTunes. It helps us get found easier, and the more people that can find us, the more guests we can have on, the bigger our family can grow, and the more interesting content you guys can have. So yeah, if you don't mind, that'd be sweet. Be cool. Also, one last thing, with this episode, you might notice my voice sounds a little bit different. I tried adding some sort of like filter to filter out noise, but I think it actually changes the way I sound. So next time I record, I'm not going to do it. And also, I just happen to notice that throughout points in this podcast, kind of like last podcast, the people's voices would get real low. I don't know why it's doing that. It's Discord, but we'll figure it out. So just remember, be cool. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Rogan and RuneScape. We got a special guest today. What's up, Sean Boy?
What's going on?
Chilling, man. It's nice to have you.
Yeah, it's nice to be here, man.
Hell yeah. We also have Sheer RNG.
Almost thought you forgot about me. Hello.
What's up, brother? Now you're a special guest as well, but you know, the whole term, I use the term special guest for when it's like someone's first appearance. So,
oh yeah. Try not to get my feelings too hurt.
Good. I'll make up for it if I do.
All right.
But let's see, Sean Boy, is that your RuneScape username?
Yeah, that's my handle and name too.
Nice, man. And are you without getting too specific, are you like East Coast or West Coast?
I'm Midwest, like Wisconsin area. I don't know if I want to go too much deeper, but
that's awesome, dude. We only got, I think Memra is from Midwest, sort of, and I don't know, would you consider Ohio Midwest?
yeah, that's all kind of the same area.
Alright, so then we have Memra and then the boys from Ohio. So that's pretty cool, man. And Sheer, where are you from again? Remind me.
Washington, not DC, the one closer to Canada.
Cool.
Like where Seattle is.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. How are you guys holding out and during this whole like COVID-19 stuff? Do you guys got tanks rolling around in your hometowns yet?
I'm just chilling, man. It wasn't done too bad.
Yeah, same. I'm just chilling. I'm still working, but I'm chilling. My life hasn't really changed too much.
Yeah, mine hasn't really either. It's all kind of been the same, but you like have to feel bad for people that it did kind of just completely fuck over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like my stuff hasn't really changed too much. I almost said Easter. My whole life hasn't really changed too much either. But I do have like a friend or two who's like, you know, a cook, and just their hours are getting reduced and stuff, and that kind of sucks. But you know, it's good to hear that you guys are still keeping on. So, Sean Boy, how long have you been playing RuneScape, man?
I've been playing since like 5th grade, so I honestly don't know. Like, I'm 24 now, probably like since I was like 10.
Oh, man, did you play like continuously, or did you take any breaks?
Oh man, I've taken a ton of breaks. I think everybody does. Especially like when EOC came out, I think everybody kind of quit until old school came back. But yeah.
Right. Yeah, I would agree. I remember using like the Squeal of Fortune like maybe 1 or 2 times, and then I don't know, I think maybe by that point Xbox 360 started blowing up, you know, around 2009-ish. So that's of course where everyone kind of migrated to. But
yeah, I definitely changed over to Xbox for a long time, and I think sometimes I try to like AFK on RuneScape on the side, but and then like switched over to League. Now we're kind of back to old school RuneScape.
Nice. How's the League grind?
It's really toxic, dude. It kind of takes over your life a little bit. And then,
You guys still there?
yeah, I'm still here. Hello?
Hello? Lost him.
Yeah, I can hear you, sure.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna take the show now.
Yeah, I guess we're just taking over. Craig's still going.
Yeah, I think he just I think he'll reconnect right now.
All right, I'm back. Craig
okay.
was still recording.
Yeah.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, I think Craig was
Yeah, we
recording, yeah.
officially took over the show.
I was about to start talking about my GameCube. I didn't know what to talk about.
Go for it. Or did you play Super Smash Brothers?
I did before. I busted it out because my internet is pretty terrible since everyone is always home now. So I busted it out and I'm playing Super Mario Sunshine on it.
Nice, dude. I always wanted to play that one. I never did.
They're gonna remaster it, or remake. They're gonna remake a bunch of the. Sorry if I'm butchering this to anyone that actually knows what's happening, but they're making a bunch of new Mario games again, like Paper Mario and like a bunch of the old Mario games. And I think they're gonna release it all in one disc, or I'm not sure if they're gonna release it separately, but it's gonna be for the Switch. So if you have the Switch and you get that, you'll be able to play it. So that's pretty cool because they're very expensive now. The Super Mario Sunshine, at least, it's like very expensive to get a copy of it.
Yeah, I bet, like a physical copy. And it sucks too that like the past few years there's been like this campaign of taking down like emulator and ROM websites. Because I used to love like Cool ROM and Emu Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo like sued the shit out of those websites. I don't know if you saw that.
Nope, I don't know. I didn't know.
Yeah, you have to Google it. They fucking cracked down on them super hard.
I had this Dolphin emulator for the Super Mario Sunshine because I couldn't find it, and I'm assuming they got sued. Oh God, poor people.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it sucks just for the sake of like, collectors, people who like to, just reminisce on games that you really can't find anymore. I mean, like I would understand if Nintendo offered a service where not just some of their games, but every single one of their games, just like these old ROM websites used to be, where they offered a service where if you paid like, I don't know, $10 a month or $7 a month where you had access to all of them, that would make sense. But when you're limited to only being able, where you have to go on Amazon and pay like $1,000 for an original copy of Spyro 1 or 2 for like the PlayStation or something like that, then it just doesn't make sense, man. Leave these websites alone until you guys provide an equal service.
Mm-hmm. Also, sorry, I really derailed the conversation to Nintendo to this. We can go back to Sean Boy. I know we're still getting to know you, talking about you.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if you want, I don't really care either way.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that you guys picked up where I don't know what happened on my computer, but it just like I couldn't hear anything, and so I just got off Discord real quick. Well, as long as Craig kept recording.
Yeah, we didn't do much while you were gone, so.
Well, all right. So that's 2005. That's about the same time that it seems like everyone, for the most part, that we talked to here, for the most part, it seems like when everyone kind of first was playing RuneScape. So 2005, and it's crazy, man. I would, it makes sense, but it's just the more people I talk to, the more I realize that everyone started then. It's just kind of mind blowing because you would think maybe one or two people would have started, randomly in 2009 or 2009, 2008 or something rather than 2005. But that's pretty cool. Have you been, I know you say you took breaks. Is this the same account as when you started?
No, it's not. I changed it up a bunch. I still have the original account I played on, but I don't use it. I was using it as a cannonball alt, but that's kind of stopped.
Nice. What's a cannonball alt? Was he like your pack mule?
No, it's literally an account that just sits there and makes cannonballs because it's super AFK. You like click like once every 4 minutes or something. It just makes really slow money over time.
Yo, Mike, I'm doing a podcast right now. Let me call you later. You still want to do a Russian pod one day?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, bro. All right, peace. That was my buddy Russian Mike.
Does
Just
he
wanted
teach you all your Russian, or
No, I teach myself, but we were talking about going. I was sending him a picture of like this plane ticket, like the pricing for going to Copenhagen, Denmark, because that's where my mom was born, and I got family over there, like my grandma and my nephew or my uh, cousin and aunt and stuff like that. So I think he's probably calling, to talk about that because I want to plan now that I'm not like drinking or smoking or doing anything. I'm just able to put away a lot more money. So I plan on. I would like to do it this summer if this COVID stuff calmed down, but otherwise I'm gonna have to wait till next year and go back to Copenhagen and see my family and stuff. It'll be sweet. And I want Russian Mike to join too.
Yo, how are you doing like without any like sort of drinking or smoking? I don't know what you've done before, but how are you doing now?
Um, Great, man. I mean, I'll tell you the only negative thing about it is just like um my pain, like my chronic pain is more noticeable. Like I kind of noticed that like when I was drinking and doing other things or whatever, that that would be a way to take my mind off of my physical pain. But other than that, there's really only benefits. Like I'm able to put away a hell of a lot more money,
Yeah.
every week. And as far as like my mood and stuff like that, I'm just as happy I'm pretty much just the same sober that I was, intoxicated. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's basically like being, naturally high, but for free.
Mm-hmm.
I am enjoying a Heineken 0.0 beer right now, which is a non-alcoholic Heineken. It's a completely alcohol free, and just got that yesterday when I was hanging out with my buddy Tangy Puss. Just kind of as something to actually pair with this CBD. I got some CBD flower that I was trying out for the pain for like inflammation stuff. It's
Yeah.
called Hometown Hero, made by veterans or something like that. But it's pretty cool. Yeah, basically, it's all the same, dude. Yeah, I like being able to spend however much money I want to on, food for real.
Mm-hmm. That's really cool. I mean, that, that's I thought you were gonna say like, oh, I'm like a lot happier now. That's what I always hear or see online is like, oh, I quit and I'm like so much happier.
Well, happier in the sense of course, and it depends on what substances you're doing, but happier in the sense of like not feeling like a piece of shit for welcome back, dude.
Welcome back.
yo, my internet went out for a second there. It's my bad.
It's all good. But yeah, I mean, really, it's like I kind of said it in a choppy way, but I feel just as good in a mood now as I did when I was doing things, if
Hmm.
not more, because there's not like the depression associated with spending all your money and waking up like the next day being like, damn, I have like $11 to last me for like like 7 days, and having to get like loans and stuff like that. I would say that that's the part that makes you happier, I would say. Um, and I mean, I guess it's just like, I don't know, if you smoke weed, it's nice to have it's nice to take a break because it's it's not really much of a difference, but you don't really feel like okay, one thing that's cool is you're not thinking about it all the time. You're not thinking, oh, when's the next time am I going to be able to smoke a bowl, or only got like a gram left, and or something like that. And
Hmm.
trying to divvy up your money between that and food and stuff like that. So I definitely would recommend anyone that, drinks heavily or smokes heavily, or, even especially even harder things. If, we got listeners out there, they're dabbling with like cocaine or, um, something like that, or pain pills or Adderall, I would definitely recommend that you take a break from it for, I would say, at least a month. Because that's where I'm at right now. I'm 30 some days, but just take a break from it just so that you can see what your body and your mind's like, when with it completely out of your system.
Yeah, I understand that.
Because I mean, without it, dude, I wouldn't be able to plan for this, vacation to Europe and stuff like that. If I was still going out to bars and still spending, $100 or a couple $100 a week on, you know, things that just to make me feel good when I already feel good now, it's like I wouldn't be able to plan for these things. I mean, I bought some really cool things too, like some like color changing LED light bulbs with like a remote and stuff like that. I bought like
Yeah.
an LED strip that like it's like sound activated. I bought like a silver like a real silver chain necklace, like a little Figaro chain. I bought like stuff on Amazon. I'm looking at like camping supplies and stuff. So it's nice to be able to buy what you want, tangible items. Um, that's pretty much it.
Man, that's really cool that you're gonna be able to like plan a trip to Europe. That's really impressive because pretty sure you, like you said, you wouldn't be able to do that
Fuck
beforehand.
no. Hell no, man. I
Kind of
mean,
makes you realize how much you spend.
at a minimum, I'm able to put away 200 a week. But I'm gonna probably try to up it to 250 a week. Really, realistically, I could probably do more, but I'm gonna try to up it to 250 a week so that I can, because there's like 4 weeks in a month, so 250 times 4 is 1,000. The plane ticket's 1,125 for a 2 week round trip. So within 1 month, I could basically have the money to buy the plane ticket, and then within another month, have enough money saved up to have excursions and stuff like that there. So yeah, man, that's the big thing. Like, and I'm not going to keep going on about this when I get back into RuneScape, but I do feel like it's important kind of to note, because I've been through it, and I've seen both sides of the spectrum as to what it could be like while you're using and while you're not using. And the one thing that's like really devastating about it is that we lie to ourselves about what we're doing. Like, we won't actually calculate like how much, if you smoke weed, for example, you like put it in the back of your mind of, well, it's necessary, or like I'm gonna get it no matter what, or it's like you don't think about the numbers that that you're putting away. If it's like 80 a week or something like that, you don't really crunch the numbers and see results. And then you just convince yourself that, oh, well, one day I'll eventually be able to save up, or you'll wonder like, oh, I need to make more money. I need to get raises at my job because I'm not making enough money. And it's just like, if you take a break, man, you'll realize that you get your goals like come back, like you're able to do things. You're able to buy new cars or buy a drum set, and it's actually realistic. Whereas if you don't stop, then it's going to be this long drug out process of it's just going to take a lot longer, man. You'll live your life, and 20 years will pass, and you won't have accomplished the things that you wanted to, just because of settling for temporary gratification. So
Yeah, goals. That's really important, and I think that's a good segue to RuneScape goals. Maybe.
You're a professional, bro.
No, I'm not. but RuneScape goals, Sean. What
Yes.
RuneScape goals you got
I'm
going right now?
currently working on very long-term maxing, so I just decided to go for like the worst skill first, basically, with rune crafting. And I've just been like,
Oh my god!
I've been chilling at Bloods for like a month now. I'm up to 90.
God, dude.
I'm not even halfway yet either. So it's like you're really like fighting your mental here, because I know how far away I'm from 99, but we're just kind of chipping away at it, doing other stuff on the side. Just have this running in the back, pretty much.
Oh gosh, dude, that's the rune crafting first. That's crazy. You're crazy. I couldn't. I have mine on my main. It's 59. Can't even do Song of the Elves. Oh no, wait. I don't need 55 rune crafting. What's that other one?
It's It's the Premonic one.
Yes, that's the one. Thank you.
Premonic Exiles quest.
Yeah, I don't think I can even do that. I think you need, is it 60 rune crafting?
It's 55.
I wonder what I have.
Okay, never mind. But it's very low. Yeah, I hope you don't get burned out.
It's really hard to get burnt out of Bloods because you're not really doing much.
Just
you're
rune
just
crafting
chilling.
first.
But it's more like getting it in your head. Like I really like. I don't know. It's hard to describe because I know how long it's gonna take. It's gonna be like over a month still until I get 99. But
so you were describing to me that the process for blood runes is actually different than like the lower level ones.
yeah, you basically just mine the essence there instead of like normal runes. You can just buy it off the Grand Exchange and then you go run it. But here you mine the essence, you like convert it to dark essence, you chip it, and then you go turn it into blood runes. So it's kind of a lengthy process, but it's super AFK too.
Yeah, the other processes are not AFK until you get to blood runes. So that's why people really want to get to blood runes, so they can just like play something else on the side, or so they could passively get rune crafting experience. I don't know if you're playing anything on the side while you're blood rune crafting, or if that's all you're doing.
Yeah, no, I'm playing a ton of shit on the side. I'm playing a lot of Animal Crossing lately. It's kind of been the big game out right now.
Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, I've seen some people playing that like on Snapchat and everything. I remember.
It's a tight game. Like if you have a Switch, I definitely recommend it. I don't know if I'd go buy a Switch to play it, but I'd definitely get it if you already have the Switch.
Memora was I was talking to Memora like earlier this morning. He was talking about getting Pokemon Sword. I'm guessing for the Switch.
Yeah, it's an alright game. I have Shield.
Nice. What were you gonna say, Sheer?
Oh, it escaped me. I totally forgot. I like the Animal Crossing. Yeah, I wanted that game too, but I don't have the Switch, so yeah, that's unfortunate. I was gonna ask you, Mickey. You were telling me that you're working on RFD. What part are you at right now? What quests are you working on?
So I have done the Dwarf, the Goblin Generals, Pirate Pete, and I was just about to start the Lumbridge Guide, and then it turns out that you got to complete Big Chompy Bird hunting. So I did that real quick this morning, and I was like, yes, I'm ready to do it, because I already know I had Priest in Peril, but I didn't finish reading the sentence. You also need to do Biohazard and Demon Slayer, Nature Spirit, Restless Ghost, Witch's House, and Murder Mystery. So the only ones out of those that I haven't done are Biohazard and oh man, there was one more. I think Murder Mystery. I think Murder Mystery was one of the other ones. But I don't know why I'm thinking Plague City. For some reason, I thought I had to do Plague City. Maybe I was confusing it, or maybe you have to do Plague City for Biohazard. But basically, if you do have to do Plague City for Biohazard, I'm going to start Plague City today, and then do Biohazard, and then finish up the Murder Mystery, so that I can do the Lumbridge Guide. And then after I do the Lumbridge Guide, I only have Evil Dave, Scratch, Ugogly, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, you never mind. I was about to try, but never mind.
Scratch, Uglogly. And then Sir Amic Varzi, and then the names just get more difficult as you go on.
It's ceramic bars, like ceramic vase. A lot of the names are puns.
Yeah.
Huh. I do remember that. I do remember seeing that as like one of those random RuneScape like fucking interesting fact things that ceramic vase bars. But so yeah, long story short, after I do this Biohazard and Murder Mystery, I only have to do Lumbridge Guide, and then like 4 other ones, I guess, and I can get the Barrow's gloves, which I was a little bit disappointed to find out that they're only a 12 um, range like boost, where or a tribute or whatever, plus 12 for the
Hmm.
attack for range. Because I have the Armadillo bracer right now, thanks to Memra. Shout out to Memra, and or full Armadillo. But that's a plus 11, which I guess is the same for the Black D'hide. So it's only like 1 additional point for range, which is what I use it for. But Sean Boy was telling me that you can use it for, or that it has the melee attributes too, which I guess makes it useful for if you're like wanting to switch in between melee and range. That way you don't have to bring the armor with you. I'm guessing that's the benefit.
Yeah, yeah. There's the benefits of barrel gloves. It's like it's a really good tribrid glove, so you can use it. So you don't have to worry about switching your gloves out when you're ranging, meleeing, or using magic, because they have like attack bonuses for all of those. On top of that, they also have defense bonuses for everything else is range, magic, and melee attacks, and they have a plus 12 strength bonus. So that's why they're very good and really wanted. When you're using Slayer, they're very versatile, and you don't have to like spend things or like buy a combat bracelet or switch it out for van braces or something. Sorry, combat bracelet. I think you can use for range. I don't remember. I haven't used that in over a year, but that's why they're very good. You don't have to switch them, and they're good in all the categories basically, all 3 categories.
Yeah. I'm glad that it has like more benefit than just the additional 1 point for range, because I'll be honest, if it was just none of the other benefits and just plus 1, like take it from a plus 11 range attack to
Yeah.
plus 12, I'd be a little questionable about doing all these quests. But I guess that's necessary too, wouldn't you guys say, to do the quests, like all the quests?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for like a main account, definitely.
You got
it's
the
very necessary.
y'all got the Questscape?
Yeah, I do. I don't think Sheer does because he's just talking about not being able to do from
No, I
like
don't. I
Exile.
don't have. Yeah, I don't have it. I'm if I'm gonna get Quest Cape, I'm gonna get it on my Iron Man. Uh,
Oh yeah.
I have a lot of the quests done, but he's not ready to do like what was it, Dragon Slayer 2 or Song of the Elves, because I don't have the skills. But most of the other quests, I've already finished most of the quests on that.
Nice, man. So, for what I understand, y'all both are in the Wild CC.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice. So, this is the first time you are hearing each other's voices.
Yep. I don't participate that much in
It's
stuff they do. Like I'll talk in the chat, but Sheer's a lot more involved than I am.
yeah.
Yes.
I just talk shit in the chat. I don't talk shit. No, I lied. I just talk bullshit. That's what I do.
So, not necessarily shit posting, just kind of a little trolling, maybe.
Yeah. But
It's cool.
I kind of realize when I'm too much, I just stop.
It's cool as fuck. Do y'all have any clan events coming up?
No, honestly, we were supposed to have one. Someone was planning one a while ago, but they just showed us like a tab of like low, really like first level gear mage armor, and we're all gonna. I think the plan was he was gonna have us all like wind strike each other. The very first spell that you get at level 1. And we were just gonna like wind strike each other to death or something, and I think he was gonna give away a bond, uh, but that never came to fruition. He hasn't really played, so I think that's the reason why we don't really have clan events as much anymore. Unfortunately, I wish we did, but like
Gotcha.
Dills and they would kind of like people would talk to Dills to get the clan events going or something, because if we kind of announce it in the Discord or CC, like some people will join, but not a lot of people. I guess it wouldn't be really a whole
Right.
event without our leader kind of like flocking everybody in, I guess.
Yeah, the leaders of the podcast are kind of on hiatus right now. Are they like a little burnt? I think he said. Like he joined in a couple weeks ago and was like telling us what was going on. But it sounds like I mean, if you're like quarantined and you're locked in your house all day and you're still not playing, you're definitely burnt out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I actually asked him to since he's gone for a while and he doesn't really moderate as much, I have asked him to like what is it, rank up some of our CC members. I gave him some recommendations so he could rank up some of our CC members because it's tough. We only had like a few of them, so it was tough to like moderate any sort of bad behavior, which usually doesn't happen, but it happens.
Heard that. Heating up. You're gonna have to crack the whip there, Sheer.
Yeah. Gosh
with
damn, I've only had to ban 2 different people, but not bad.
Recently or in the past? Or
Not recently. I just had to ban one person or kick them recently. I can't ban, only Dills can ban, and I think Magpies.
Mhm.
And yeah. Anyways, yeah, we don't really have too many clan events going on.
Gotcha.
I don't know if what was that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just kind of got a little ahead of myself. I was just saying, I got you.
Yeah.
It's
I
definitely
was
not. Oh, my bad. Sorry, man.
Nope. I would love for you to take over. I've already had my say.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's not like a really organized clan. It's literally just people who listen to the podcast. They just kind of join into bullshit, really. But we're not like a PVM clan or anything. People just kind of post like, "Yo, you guys want to go boss or whatever." So we don't have much that's organized, really.
We should join forces,
Yeah, that's
man.
exactly it.
Like eventually, I'm gonna still be grinding and stuff like that because I mean, I think this is a little under a year old. As far as the account goes, the podcast is only 5 months old, but once I grind a little bit more, once I have a little bit more to contribute, I mean, there's a lot of high level players we got in here. I mean, for example, I know Alicia, she just got 99 range recently, a couple days ago, which was really impressive. I think she went from like 86 range to 99 using Chinchampas,
Yep.
and her, and I think she said it costs like 20 mil. Something like that.
It was insane.
So that's pretty impressive. And then she's got like I can't remember, maybe 97 mage or something like that. Her melee's up there. We got people like oh, fuck. I always get the Discord names mixed up with their RuneScape names, but Smoke Blunt, Taxing, Strictly Bake, they're up there. We got a lot of people up there. Probably a majority actually of the people in here are higher levels than I am, to the point where it's respectable. You know what I'm saying? They're up there. So maybe one day we can organize some sort of group event, maybe do some raids or something like that when the time is right. That would be fun to get everyone together from the Wild CC and from the Rogan RuneScape family.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. I mean, like Sean said before, we're just a bunch of guys that like RuneScape, or girls that like RuneScape, and we just like, whenever someone says, yeah, let's go bossing, somebody will chime in. If someone gets like 50 mining or something like that, we'll give them a grat. So we're always like, we're just chill. We don't really care. We'll raid with anybody. I don't really raid too much, but I know there's a lot of people in the CC that do that and would love to, and they love learners. There's a lot of people that like to take learners too. So
Tell you what I need to do some learning on is Barbarian Assault. I want to get into it. I want to like actually perform well and stuff like that. I've watched one video on it a couple weeks ago, but it's about time for me to rewatch some videos and try to get started with that. Do you guys do that at all, Barbarian Assault?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go today, man, I can teach you pretty much everything. It's not like some like super elitist like thing that you need to know every little thing about, but yeah, it's pretty casual. I think every main account does a little bit of it, at least for the fighter torso, which is going to be like your best in slot melee chest piece until you buy Bando's chest piece. But there's the same in DPS output, so people usually put that one off till like the very end of gear buy.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yes, please.
I don't have a torso on my main.
Christ,
It's like 93 Slayer.
Dude, it's not even that. It's like
93
3 or 4
Slayer.
hours, dude. It's not even that bad.
Dude, I have it on my iron. Oh god.
It's like an hour
dude,
tops if you like have like a group of people you like know and like know how to play well. Like it's super fast.
yeah, I hate it. I hate it so much. I tried it on my main. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do this. And so I made an iron and I played with Heartless and like a couple other buddies like Weesnaw from the CC. I played with a couple of buddies and it was kind of fun, but like once I got to some of the harder roles, I just couldn't. I didn't like it, and I decided that I was gonna pay for people to like boost. I was gonna boost for my torso, so I paid like 18 mil from my main to get torso on my iron.
Jesus, really? Isn't that's like you go off just buying the chest plate, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the exact same price actually. It's a little bit actually I bought it a little bit cheaper because I had some points in pest control already, so they didn't have to do as many rounds for me, so they charged me less. So, but yeah, it's like the same price as a BCP right now. It's like 18 mil, 19 mil. Speaking of my Slayer though, the last time I came on this pod, I told you guys I was ignoring my main and I was on my iron, which is true. But now, now it's opposite. Now I'm ignoring my iron and I'm on my main, and that's because I got a Cerberus or I got Hellhound's task, and I was able to. I always I love Cerberus. Who doesn't love Cerberus, right? So I killed like 100 and some Cerbs, and I ended up getting 2 primordial crystal drops within that task.
Yes, that's right, dude. I remember seeing that in the general chat. Holy shit, dude. I'm about to scroll up and see how much. All right, so right here, your primordial crystal was 32.800. Well, okay, 32 mil 824,495 coins at the GE.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I made like 35. I made 35 mil in that task, and I was ecstatic because my like I said before, I paid for my torso for my iron. So at that point, I was like really poor. I was just like selling gear from my guy. I didn't have anything, so now I'm all geared up, and it's nice. It's nice to be geared up on this guy and make some money. So that's what kind of it has got me hooked right now. Freaking Cerberus giving me extremely lucky drops that won't happen again. I doubt will happen again, but
Is Cerberus, is he a character in Harry Potter? Or like an animal? Am I fucking this up?
he's like in Greek mythology, and like he's a 3-headed like hellhound beast, like dog beast. He like guards the gates of hell, I think, quote unquote hell, to so he doesn't let any living beings through, I think, so to the dead. If you watched Hercules, I think they kind of had a scene like that. I think I haven't watched that movie forever.
Yeah, he's like the big bad guy in Hercules. But Nikki's thinking about Fluffy in Harry Potter in the first movie, which is basically just Cerberus, but it's guarding the sorceress Cerberus,
yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I just looked it up. There is Cerberus in Hercules and Harry Potter. And I gotta say, they both look pretty intimidating, but the Hercules one, I don't know, man. It looks a little more intimidating. Maybe just because it's like drawn, rather than computer generated. But that's pretty cool. Would you say that Slayer's like I mean, I know that Slayer's a good money making method, but like, I don't know, man. I'm at the point where I just unlocked, I think, Dust Devils, or I'm just about to,
Hmm.
and I need some way to make money. Sean, is your Slayer 69?
Yes, it is. Did you look up my stats?
Maybe.
I was gonna be like, how the hell did you just guess that? Because the high scores are broken so often now. I don't even know when you can actually look people up or not.
Damn, you got 99 range.
Oh yeah, I got the whole works. But yeah, I don't really do Slayer. I'm in the camp that
Wow.
believes you shouldn't really do Slayer until you can do it efficiently. And like, I really couldn't afford to do it efficiently before, just because it's so slow. It's technically the slowest skill in the game. I mean, rune
Mhm.
crafting is usually slower, but if you do like max efficient rune crafting, then it's faster. But Slayer's like either first or second slowest skill in the game, and I don't want to do it unless I'm doing it like as fast as possible.
Oh, I see. Um, that's insane. I'm looking at your stats because they actually work. I'm taking a peek right now, and you have 95. You have like basically max melee, close to it. No, over 90 melee stats and 69 Slayer. That's crazy, dude. Um, um, when I trained my melee, obviously everyone went to Nightmare Zone for the imbues and stuff, but I trained my melee through Slayer.
Wow.
So that was my mindset. And
I don't know if you have you heard of Automology at all?
yep.
Yeah, he made like a really old video where like he was talking about maxing or like efficient maxing, and he just like shit on people who like do Slayer early. He said like you shouldn't even
Yeah.
start until like base 90s because it's so slow before that. And like, yeah, you're training your stats, but it's just slow for both. It's slow for training stats and it's slow for training Slayer.
Oh yeah,
Damn, dude.
definitely.
Dude, I'm looking at the news for old school RuneScape, and it says February 28th there was a bug with twisted bows where a twisted bow spawn was added close to the farming guild in
Yeah, dude, that was a
Kibos.
classic. That was a classic RuneScape moment right there.
Oh
Could
my
have broke our
God.
game, dude.
Oh, I wish I would have known about that. Like at the time, they said that it was fixed an hour after the bug was out, but
Oh,
wow.
I could have broke our fucking game, dude. They rolled it back and
I
they
think,
had to roll back. They had to roll it back, right, for that one?
yeah, they did. I think some people got banned for it because like people were like
Yep.
grabbing like a couple T-bows and selling them and then buying bonds and like getting like a ton of membership on their account. So you're kind of
Yeah.
converting it to real world currency right away, which I don't know. It's kind of ban
I wouldn't
worthy,
have
I
done that.
guess.
Yeah. People that sell gold to websites, they were hitting up the website sellers and they're like trying to sell them like extremely quickly because they fixed it within the hour. So they were trying to sell all this gold that they made from the spawn T-bows extremely quickly. And yeah, some of them got away and like some of them ended up getting scammed, quote unquote scammed for their money that they paid for because it was just T-bows and then it all rolled back and I think they ended up like I don't know what happened to the people that bought the gold. They, whatever happens to their accounts, probably their throwaway accounts got banned or something. But yeah, they weren't happy when that happened. You're familiar with the people that sell gold, right, Nikki?
How's he going again?
Uh,
We're taking over again.
oh God. Okay, we're gonna take over. So this GameCube, it's nice and black. No, I don't know. I don't know what happened to Mickey. He froze up or something. Okay, but we can. I guess we can continue the conversation until he figures it out.
Yeah.
If you can message him, maybe he doesn't know.
Maybe he like muted himself or something.
Yeah, but I haven't. That's all I've been doing on RuneScape, because on my Iron Man I just like train skills and stuff, and yeah, I'm just like on my Iron Man I'm just at the quarry. Is he back?
No, he just
Left.
left.
Okay. Anyways, I on my Iron Man I'm at the quarry, and I'm mining buckets of sand for my Iron Man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I have like I never realized the great mining experience that you get from it, because I'm pretty low level mining. I'm like 63, 64. You get extremely good mining experience, and you get so many buckets so quickly. Like I never knew this. I should have done this so much earlier. I'm like kicking myself in the foot, because my goal is to get the Amulet of Glory. I still haven't gotten that. I'm really dry on Dragon Implings. I got 83 Hunter, and I'm quitting on. Sorry about that. I'm quitting on Hunter. I'm dry. Like, more people are dry on Implings, but I'm like 18 dry or something like that. 19 dry. I don't remember exactly.
Dude,
Welcome
back. I swear it's got to be Discord, because I just went on my internet and tried to go on to like Twitter, and it loaded. So I know that it's not like my internet not giving me, or the router not giving me internet, 'cause otherwise I wouldn't have been able to connect to Twitter. So something must be going on with Discord or something. I don't know. It's fucked up.
Maybe because it's because of the the virus, and also it's Sunday, so more people are probably like using Discord or something. I don't know.
That's like
That's
the most
really
RuneScape logic for something.
For real, huh?
Like,
Most RuneScape logic.
Sunday's always the busiest day on RuneScape.
God, these mother truckers, man.
Dude, you're so fucking right. Oh my god.
Teed. I don't even remember. Oh, okay, so we're talking about, speaking of Teed, we're talking about I was talking about Twisted Bow. I don't know what happened in between me disconnecting and
I was just talking about my boring Iron Man crafting, so you're good to go.
So yeah, basically it was just saying that the people that converted it to bonds are gonna be like banned in the coming up, and the people who were just using the bug, it says, will instead have their reduced to temporary bans. I'll be fine with the temporary ban just for using like a bug or whatever. But yeah, I would have just bit the bullet, paid $11 a month, and probably traded someone in the game. Like I would have converted it to gold through the GE, and then traded one of my friends or something like that, or made a second account and given that account the gold, assuming that they couldn't trace that. But yikes.
I think they can to an extent, but like I don't know if you keep trading it to different accounts, I don't know if they'll be able to. I don't know how that works. I think they kind of tried to find people that do that, because there's gold sellers that will. I'm assuming that they try to trade it to different accounts, so you can't really track it. Or like I said before, you just trade it to a throwaway account. But yeah. So you would have picked up that Tebow for the temp ban. You don't mind?
No, I mean, like it depends on how long temporary is. Like if it's like temporarily 36
2 weeks.
months, I would have been like,
2
fuck. 2 weeks.
The thing is,
about
they
2 weeks.
rolled back the servers before the glitch even started, so like none of the money from it came in to the game, so you just get a ban for nothing, basically.
Ooh, fuck. Jagex doesn't play around, man. They're like, no, we're not going to work on our updates that we were telling you we're not working on new death mechanics, but we will ban your ass.
Oh, the death mechanics! I'm so excited for those.
Yeah, whenever that comes.
New. Yeah, whenever it comes. But hey, they promised hit spots years ago. How many years ago? 6 years? 4 years ago? I don't remember. And here they are now.
That's been going on forever.
Yeah,
The different color hit splats.
the different colored hit spots. Yeah, they
That's a good idea.
they tried. It's I guess engine work, but Madash figured it out. I guess. I think Madash was the one that was working on it. I think that was his project. So I'm thankful for that. You can't really, what's kind of funny is you can't go under people, or I'm not sure, maybe you can, but I feel like you can't go under people anymore. And then like hardcore Ironmans on like streamers or something, and then you have like a dwarven cake, and then you start munching on that, and then they think they're dying. But because of the different colored hit splats, I don't think they'll get tricked anymore and get scared.
Got one. I just got one of those dwarven rock cakes. I'm super excited about that, to use that at Nightmare Zone rather than fucking filling up an inventory filled with prayer pots. That was starting to get a little pricey for me.
Oh yeah.
That was nuts. I was trying to tell you to switch to absorptions right away, and you weren't doing it.
I was hellbound on trying to get some like progress with my stats and not do quests. I think I was watching like Tom Segura's stand-up special on Netflix, and I didn't want to have to I wanted to do some AFK.
Yeah.
I think
I
prayer pots are like at their highest right now too. They're like 14, 15K each, so you're just dropping a ton of money on that.
Yup. I got it right here. 13K right now. I remember, yeah, they were at 14K like a week ago, I think. Especially when that boss came out. Nightmare.
It's crazy that RuneScape prices, the RuneScape economy is literally like stocks. Like depending on events, things go up and down in price. That's fucking hilarious. Sean, do you remember the first time I went into Nightmare Zone? Remember when I was?
That was funny. And like I was like watching you. You were like streaming your video or whatever, and like I was like telling you a couple times to like fucking drink because you were gonna get slapped. Oh yeah, you did get slapped.
Yeah, the first time, dude, I like didn't put on. I thought I could like make it a couple seconds without putting on the protect from melee, and of course I was standing dead center, like where they all spawn, and literally within like 3 seconds after they spawned, I just was fucking wrecked. I got shredded. It was silly.
That was pretty funny to watch.
It's a good XP though. Now that I got that rocket, and be happy about that. So I was looking at the rune crafting cape because you're up there. What are you, 90 right now? Crafting?
Yeah.
Cool. So when you get the cape, it says it will act as a substitute to all runecraft talismans and tiaras, allowing access to all runecrafting altars by equipping the cape. In addition, runecrafting pouches will not degrade when filling them.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you're doing like actual rune crafting, I guess, but I kind of stopped after I got the 77 for the bloods. You don't use the pouches or anything, and you don't need a tiara for them either.
Yeah, generally, if you're a main account, you're not going to be doing 99 post 99 rune crafting. So unless I think like maybe you're an iron, even then I don't know. Maybe you can. I feel like you just buy it from shops.
Yeah, for sure. It still is decent money for something that's. It is pretty expensive, but no, it's not terrible.
Yeah, it isn't. It isn't terrible. I've never gotten to blood runes, obviously, but I've seen streamers, YouTube highlights someone getting the pet, and I'll see glimpses of it and stuff, and it looks pretty chill. The soul rune crafting is blood rune crafting, right? But it's just like the opposite side.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
It's just blood or souls are worth like half of blood runes right now, so I'm just gonna stay at bloods because it's like lost.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Have you done any rune crafting, Mickey?
Yeah, loads of it. I think I'm at, let's see, I'm at 28 right now.
Got a little ways to go.
Yeah, I don't really right now I'm not really messing around with any of the skills really, unless I need to for quests. I would say a majority of my time on RuneScape, other than promoting the podcast at the GE, trying to get new people to come into the Discord, other than that, I would say is shameless self promo. But I'd say it's I'd say it's spent doing range associated things, or just using range purely, like for my way of attacking. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say attacking, but yeah, I'll use range, and I'm just questing and doing a little Slayer. I'm at 65 Slayer right now, so I'm trying to get to at least gargoyles with Slayer, so that I can start making some money, because I'm going to be needing that money for for quests and other various things in game. So I don't really fool around with too much other than range, Slayer, and maybe magic here and there. I'm at 71 magic mage, but
And is that because you're so new that you have to like figure out every skill, right? And kind of like how to do it efficiently and like get in the rhythm of it or how it works.
well,
Like farming. Have you done any farming? Because
I actually I took Luke Max, uh what he does, for example, was use the XP lamps. He's saying that he would put all of his XP lamps into farming, and
what the hell?
Yeah, I know, man.
What the fuck, dude? Who does that? Wait, who?
Luke, man. From
Man,
Wild
that's
CC?
that's too crazy.
What, you don't like farming?
No,
It's
it's
just
easy.
kind of fast. Like, it's not that bad of a skill.
It's really fast. Like you should put your lamps into either like mining or agility or like rune crafting or
Yeah,
pray or
most people
prayer even.
will put them in either like the slowest skills or the most expensive skills.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's because for farming you don't even have to like there's a bunch of herbs and like there's a bunch of bushes, there's a bunch of there's a bunch of things like that that you can do on your runs. But if you just want to be like very simple and like you don't really care about the skill and just level it up and you have some money, you can just do tree runs. And tree runs are extremely simple. They're like once every day, I think. If I'm right about that.
Yeah.
Or if you're even lazier, you can do the tree runs on the dig site, and you do those every 3 days, but they're very cheap and they give you a ton of experience. And it's every 3 days. You go there, you do your trees, you plant it again, and then you pay the little squirrels. There's squirrels on there. They protect your trees. You pay the little squirrels, and you will get like, if you're very low farming level, you'll get a few farming levels probably. And
Wow.
it's really easy. That's why I wouldn't recommend putting it into farming, because you can get like thousands and thousands of experience really AFK. Just so I think you should put it into probably rune crafting, mining, or agility, or
Gotcha.
not sure what else.
That's good to know, man. I've been doing it all wrong.
And that's okay. You live and you learn, because I'm learning things every day. Heartless, he's a much better player than me. He's been on your podcast before, obviously, and he's always teaching me something new. So like, you're always learning. Like before, when I was asking you if it was like kind of hard because you had to learn a new skill every time, that's because that's how I felt when I first began. And like I would like try to go runecraft and I'll be like, what the fuck? I would watch a guide and I didn't know what to do really. I'd get kind of confused. And that's how farming for me was, especially because there's so many routes and like so many places and optimal places you can go. But yeah, like I don't want to really reiterate myself, but yeah, the tree runs are very simple. As long as you have a little bit of money, you can level it up pretty quickly.
That's good to know. Next time I get an XP lamp, I will not put it in farming like I have been doing. I'm at 21 farming right now, and I don't think I've really done any farming in general that I know of. I don't think plowing the fields for Hosidius favor or whatever that favor was. I don't know if it's Hosidius, but there's a certain type of favor you had to get and plow the fields. I don't know if that counted. I doubt it. But that's good to know. I'll probably put it in agility, man. Just because it's useful, to be able to use shortcuts.
Yeah, I used to put it into agility, and I realized I was like, once I got it to a higher level, that I didn't really mind that skill that much, and I realized I hated rune crafting the most. So that's what I put into my EXP lamp. So you kind of have to realize which one you kind of dislike the most, I guess, or like you said before, because it's the most useful. So, what do you put your EXP lamps into, Sean?
I haven't put them into Slayer just because that's gonna be like my third skill. I think I go for.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so slow. That's why I put them in there.
Yeah.
At least low levels are like 60s. They're so bad.
Yeah, I feel bad for you, Mickey, that you're, because I know you're trying to make some money, and like everyone tells you Slayer is good money, but I know until you don't hit like 70 Slayer, it's not really good money, because a lot of the Slayer tests you get aren't really good yet.
Yeah, they're terrible, dude. I had to grind out 69 for Monkey Madness too, and I think it was like 58. And it took like 4 or 5 days for like that low of a level skill, and it was like really expensive too for the cannonballs and stuff. I was just getting really annoyed by it.
Yeah, I'm at 65 right now, and I think what are gargoyles like 70 something, right?
72 or 73? Oh, 75. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Yep, dang. 75. You get skeletal wyverns at 72 though.
Wyverns.
Yeah, the skeletal wyverns. So
it's like the classic AFK moneymaker monster.
Yeah. Exactly. You just sit back, relax, and they just give you money.
What about dust devils? Do you guys know anything about this for money making?
Be
good.
They're like really good Slayer EXP. They're not like really money makers, I don't think. But you can like burst them. Or is that smokes or dust?
The dust, the lower level ones, the one that he has. I think he means smoke devils. Oh wait, I don't remember which of the low level ones are. Dust devils. That's the one he was right.
Lower. Yeah, they're just really fast Slayer EXP.
For Ironman, they are good money because you're not gonna be bursting them with Ice Barrage and or with whatever you're using. That's where the money goes away on the Dust Devils. And if you melee them, which is way slower and like much more inefficient, then you'll be making the money because they drop alcohols and runes and things like that. So for Ironman, that's why it's useful for Ironman at low levels. It's a money maker for Ironman at low levels, but not really for main accounts because main accounts usually choose to burst them, and that's where they lose all their money or they break even. Do you know what bursting is?
Is that like with chimchampas?
Yeah, basically. But it's for magic, and you're using you're on the ancient magic spellbook, and you use whatever. Usually, like I said, usually people try to use Ice Barrage, which is really high level, but you could use some lower level ones, and you'll stack all the dust devils up. You tag them all with a dart, and then once like they're all on you, you have your protect melee on the whole time, and you just kind of flinch. You run around a corner multiple times, and you stack them up all in one. And then it's multi-combat, so once you use the Ice Barrage or whatever spell you're using, it it's an AoE, so it actually hits all of them at once since I have negative magic defense. So you're getting very fast magic experience and Slayer experience for that. And yeah, that's why it's expensive. So it's basically Chimchampas, but for magic. You're just using runes instead of Chimchampas.
That's pretty cool. I got the ancient spell book a couple weeks ago. I'm pretty excited to get to use that when the time comes. But like I said, I'm kind of just doing range right now. I kind of stopped using the toxic blowpipe because I realized that was going to be expensive. Like now that I'm down to like 25% scales or something like that. So I just switched to the magic short bow and rune arrows as recommended by Sean Boy for Nightmare Zone. I've just been using that as kind of like my main attack method. But quick random question. So with this whole COVID-19 stuff, have you guys been able to get haircuts?
No.
No, my hair is getting crazy, man.
Dude, my sister like shaved some of my sideburns off yesterday for me. She made them shorter. But now like the back ends of my hair are like all nasty, so I need to ask her or someone to get that for me.
Just the sideburns.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you know what? Let me tell you a funny story about the haircuts. My sister had a barber's chair, right? And she sold it to my barber, and and her deal with the barber was, okay, oh, I'll sell you this chair, but also, can you give my son a haircut? So they went, like, they were the only customers in the shop, and they went and like, he only opened up for like my nephew.
Shit.
Yeah, so because he's totally closed, so he only opened up for my nephew, and they got paid and they got a haircut. So I wish they thought about me, but whatever.
Yeah, what are you gonna have to trade him?
Shit, dude, I don't know. I don't even want to know.
Give him like 500 dragon bones.
God, I wish he played RuneScape.
I know, dude. I tried texting my barber. I was like, hey man, I'll pay you double to cut my hair. And he was like, all my my tools are locked up in the shop. And by tools he meant his clippers. And I was like, he's like, the statewide mandate is over on the 24th, saying that we can we can cut again. So I got 12 more days of this bullshit.
No. Post it. You gotta post in the Discord. Show it off. I need to see.
What, my hair
Yeah.
now or when I get the haircut?
Now.
I got you. Yeah, I'll probably do that. It I usually get it cut really short anyway, so it's not like ridiculously long, but I like to keep it short just for the sake of it's easy to maintain, less gray hairs. And I don't know, I like the fade look or whatever.
Sean Boy, what kind of hair you rocking?
I'm getting pretty close to a mullet right now, man. I don't know. I like already needed a haircut before the COVID stuff went on, and now it's like getting worse. So I'm getting pretty close to just buzzing it myself. Like I don't really care about that much.
Yeah, just don't cut it too short, so then your barber can always fix it.
Yeah, I've done that. I've like buzzed it all the way down the skin like a decent amount of times,
wow.
and it does not look good. It like shocks people too. Because you'll like go, he'll see you one day, and then you'll go see him the next day, and they're like, "Holy shit, what happened?"
Yeah, they're like, "Damn, give me a notice or something before I see you."
Yeah, I don't really want to be giving off white supremacist vibes. It's always a problem.
It's always a drag. Man, yeah, maybe they were more surprised at like you thought they were surprised at your hair being like almost bald, but you probably forgot like a patch of hair in the back of your head that she couldn't see.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man, I'm gonna be a nightmare. I mean, I usually do a pretty decent job with it, but I mean, I'm kind of balding anyways. Like, I'm only 24, but it like runs in our family, so I'm gonna get there pretty quick, and I feel like I'm gonna have to get used to it eventually, anyways. So might as well.
Yeah,
I feel that, bro. I feel that.
Yeah, I got gray hairs like at an incredibly young age, at 23. I'm 26 now, but I remember it very distinctly as to when it all started, and it all started at 23. And I mean, my hair is like not predominantly gray at all, but there's definitely way more on the sides like than should be for a 26-year-old. And I asked my dad, like, when, like, I was like, oh, well, maybe it runs in the family. I was like, Dad, when did you start getting gray hairs for you? He's like, oh, it wasn't until I was in my late 30s, early 40s. I was like, what? I was like, damn, thanks. But that taught me a very valuable thing. Without sounding cheesy, it taught me a really valuable lesson at 23, because, like I said, that's a very young age to go through that. And people, yeah, people do. You either basically like start balding at a young age, or you start getting grays at a relatively young age. And the thing is that what it taught me is that, one, it taught me to not be so like serious about the way that I physically look, because it's out of your control. Like, and it would suck, man. It would suck to like be looking in the mirror and start to see, one and then two and then, a couple more and stuff like that. And it would like be stressful. I would like, sometimes like, yeah, I'd have to get a haircut like every week, or wear hats or whatever. Not because necessarily it was like so bad, like it wasn't, completely gray like I'm saying, or even really half, but it was enough to where it would affect me like at the younger age of 23, of like, damn, man, I don't, like, this just sucks and it's out of my control. And it just kind of made me realize that it's like, you can't take your looks so seriously, because everyone starts to lose them. Not just men, not just women. Everyone, their looks start to fade. And some people go through some drastic changes, like nose job surgeries and hair implants, and they just go through these crazy measures to kind of deal with their their self-esteem, essentially. And it's that it taught me a really valuable thing about that. Like, just, it doesn't matter what people think about you, because here's the thing: if they're judging you based off of the way your hair looks, then they're not really a friend anyways. You know what I mean? If they're just judging you based off of, oh, he's got a couple grays, or oh, he's starting to bald, and they treat you differently because of that, that's shitty on their part. And just because it happened to you younger, than it's going to happen to them, it's just a shitty thing. So it definitely taught me a valuable lesson at a young age.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. I'm really self-conscious about like, balding and stuff, but I'm trying to, like what you said recently, I've been trying to learn to just like, I never thought of it as like not taking your look so seriously. I should think of it that way, but I've thought of it as like just, it's out of my control, so I just gotta go with it, just gotta live with it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I used to freaking look in the mirror all the time and be like, turn to the side, like notice it, and then just feel bad. And I mean, just it's just not worth it, man. It's not worth it. It's not fair to the person
Yeah.
going through it.
Yeah.
Wear a
For
lot of
sure.
hats too. That's what I do.
Oh yeah, I have
Yeah.
a ton of hats. Yesterday, my cousin told me I went over. I went to her house yesterday for something. I had to. I went to help mow their lawn outside. Anyways, yeah, because they're. Anyways, uh, what was I totally lost track of what I was saying.
You're talking about hats, and then you're talking about how your neighbor, I think, when you were mowing their lawn.
My cousin, I was helping them out. Anyways, yeah, I was. They told me that like every day that like I would go over there to do that, like I would always have a different hat.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you're correct about the whole hat thing too. I mean, there's things that you can do, to I guess kind of alleviate the situation. You can
mm,
wear hats, you can do what I did, which is start to get different haircuts. Like, I cut it shorter on the sides, longer on the top. It's less noticeable. You can invest in if it's something that's important to you, the way you look, you can invest in like nice clothes, and I mean, really for guys, it's kind of relatively nice for us that, yeah, we're, like I said, women and men are going to lose their looks, but like as guys, we're not necessarily like valued for the way that we look as much as women are. So it's like when we start to gray, or when we start losing our hair, you literally can throw on a hat and go out there, live throughout the
Yeah.
rest of your day. Whereas it's like once girls start to like their looks start to fade, it's like that's what their identity is. Not because of what I'm saying, or not because that's the way it should be, but that is how a lot of women view themselves, that their looks are like who they are. And it's even within
Yeah.
the community of women. Women judge other women based off the way they look. They don't judge them because of like how much money they make, like, or what skills they know, or how many languages they can speak, or anything like that. Women basically judge each other based off the way they look, and they cyberbully based off of looks. Whereas like with us as guys, if you got a good job, and you're, level-headed and, straightforward on your goals, it doesn't really matter what you look like. I mean, look at fucking Hugh
It's
Hefner.
true.
I don't do Hugh like that, man. Come on. He's a good looking man.
You said what?
But don't do Hugh like that, man. He's a decent looking guy.
Isn't he dead now?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Decent looking maybe 90 years ago.
Oh God. Rest in peace, and then you say that. Oh, Lord.
It's like Anna Nicole's fucking husband, old ass dude. I'm gonna look it up real quick, see what it looks like.
Is she the
Good
girl?
God.
I've seen this girl like on headlines. I don't know if it's her, like dating this younger guy or something. Is that who you're talking about?
Hell no. That's probably fucking Madonna dating younger guys. But Anna Nicole Smith ended up marrying an 89-year-old, and I'm gonna post this picture in the general. Holy fucking crap! And this is exactly what I mean, man, about how us as men are not, our value doesn't really change as much with our looks. I'm gonna save this image and post it into the general. If you guys are able to.
Yep.
I'd highly recommend looking at this. Let me find it. While I'm finding it, I'm just going to say, chill for a little bit longer, but probably going to wrap it up in a little bit. So my dad just got here, and we're going to do like a little Easter dinner thing with my dad and my grandparents. But, here it is. Here's the picture.
Awesome. All right. I am awaiting the picture.
Oh my God. And this would never happen if the roles were reversed. All right, it is posted. Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's raw.
Oh my God, what the?
She married that guy. His
Oh.
name's Howard J. Marshall.
I can see why.
Yeah, because he's a millionaire. Oil tycoon. The 89-year-old oil tycoon married the 26-year-old model.
Oh my God. Like, what do your parents think about this stuff? The family.
I mean, they know exactly what's going on. Fucking
They're like,
gold
get
digging.
that money. Get that money, girl.
Exactly. Her whole family was probably supporting her, like, go ahead, so that they can, like, ask her for money, like, hell yeah, marry that billionaire. And also, we're thinking about a vacation to Florida next month.
If you can plan that with him, you can mention that. Oh God, that's crazy.
Dude, holy crap! So you know that she had to suck his dinghy. Just imagine that. Just imagine that for a minute. Yeah, guys, Google Howard J. Or wait, what's his name again?
His fucking tie is what kills me.
Oh, that's what killed you.
On there, man.
J.
Like
Howard.
wave to the side. Sorry.
Defying gravity, dude.
I see what you're talking about. Good God.
Sorry, I interrupted you again when you're announcing his name.
What is it? J. Howard Marshall.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys want to see this, warning, you might not be able to
Specimen.
sleep. He looks like the
Oh.
damn crypt keeper from Tales from the Crypt.
I was actually gonna ask Sean. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about my SERP drops and how freaking excited I was. What like big drop have you gotten that you remember that, or like most significant drop to you that you have gotten?
Oh, I've gotten like none, dude. I haven't done much PBM at all.
But like in general is what I'm not recently, but just in general. Like you had other accounts and stuff, I know, so you never really gotten drops on the other ones. You would mostly skill or what?
Yeah, not really. This is my main now. Even in like my old accounts for like RS2 or whatever, I don't think I ever really got any big drops or anything.
No
So I guess
pets?
I don't
What
know.
about pets for skilling?
No, I don't have any pets either.
Ah, unlucky.
Yeah, I
Any
mean,
pets?
I've done a ton of like NMZ and quests is like all I did on this account for a long time, which is why my stats look like they do. And now my new goal is maxing, I think, even though I'm super far away. But yeah, I haven't really
What's
had
your
much
short-term
chance.
goals?
A 99 rune crafting is the goal right
Shit,
now.
that's not a short-term goal, bro.
That's like a month. That's kind of short for in RuneScape time. That's kind of short.
Yeah, I guess.
1 month.
Damn, that's crazy.
Hey, I'm gonna go take a piss real quick.
That's
Yeah,
like this podcast is ending when Mickey goes to take a piss.
Yep. Okay, when he comes back, we'll say goodbyes. That's usually how it goes.
I mean, once I
Okay.
get 99
So,
rune crafting, everything else is gonna seem so short. Like I feel like I could like bang out like fletching and cooking in like a day, like a couple days. I don't know.
yeah, you're gonna have like I feel like you're gonna have like a totally different perspective on grinds once and if you finish that crazy grind. Cause like, dude, I'll be surprised like if you do finish that. Cause I feel like I would be so burnt out and I just wouldn't want to play RS or even get close to. I don't even think I would get to 92, but maybe I'm selling myself short. I don't know.
I feel like I'm barely playing right now to begin with, though. Like bloods are so AFK that like you can kind of do like almost anything else on the side while you're doing them. That's why they're so nice.
Okay. So you weren't really playing a lot beforehand, so you might as. So you're just
I was, but I was always like NMZ doing quests basically. Like I've done all the quests now, and like got all my stats.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I just played like League and like COD on the side while I was NMZing, so technically I haven't played a ton of the game really.
COD.
Yeah,
I just had to get some raw COD for one of the quests.
That's a good segue.
I had to take some raw cod and grind it up. It was to make, I think, a fish cake for the
disgusting.
Oh, yeah. You don't like fish cake? Well, I don't know if I've ever had a fish cake, but do you like crab cakes?
It's all right.
Damn, bro, crab cakes are delish. Some like
dude, I've only had one. I'm sorry.
Only one?
Like only like from one restaurant. Is what I meant to say. I've only had so I don't know if I've like I don't know about all the crab cakes out there. What if I'm missing out?
Exactly, you have nothing to compare to. What did you leave them on the Yelp review? Did you say 0 stars because you guys got shit crab cakes?
Dude, Yelp. Do people use Yelp?
Fuck yeah, they do. If they're 30 to 50-year-old soccer moms, stay-at-home moms.
I feel
that
like
are just assholes.
Yeah. Oh God. No. No. I just had. They're just like all right crab cakes. Why have yours been like amazing? Where do you eat? Do you eat yours at like a local restaurant?
Well, sometimes. All right. Sometimes you can get like, frozen crab cakes, which the best way to do them is to not put them in the oven and bake it, but it's to like do it on top on like a pan, like pan fried or whatever, with some butter or whatever, because you want that nice crisp outer like layer. You know, you want it to be juicy on the inside and crispy on the outside, and that's just like a burn victim. Damn, that sounds terrible. But
dude, what the fuck was that, bro?
Hey, they need to get some dick too every once in a while.
Oh my god!
You're telling me you wouldn't fuck a burn victim if she was super horny and she wanted, like, she's like, please, it's been 3 years.
It probably hurts.
What kind of situation is this, man? Like, where am I meeting? Like, just like off the street, like they just walk up to me, like,
I don't know, to like save your life or like say, I don't know, save your life or something. Like say, like it's like quick, you gotta fuck
well,
this.
yeah, dude, then you have to, like, basically, or else you just like killed someone.
An officer arrests you for not. Oh my god! For not having
like,
sex with the burn victim.
Sir, you jeopardized their life. Hands behind your back.
What
like,
does
you don't
this
know what it's
conversation
like.
come to?
Cop's like, the dude's like, you don't know what it's like. Did you see? You haven't even seen what it looks like. He's like, sir, how do you think I got this badge? I had to fuck 26 burn.
Jesus Christ!
Serve and protect.
As he's eating a crab cake.
Well,
God.
With that, I think I'm gonna go eat some Easter crab cakes.
Some Easter crab.
This is how we're gonna sign off. All right.
Nikki, before we sign off, you should give an update on the video. What's going on with that?
Well, I need to look into it a little bit more. But yeah, it's a good point. So I do want to start kind of video streaming a little bit, just so I'm able to put up these like podcasts with the video element. So like, for example, people could see the historical artifact that Anna Nicole Smith married. They could see some stuff like that. Maybe see me playing during the game. Really, I think what it boils down to is have OBS. So I think I just need to watch some videos on it. Luke Mack has watched some videos on OBS, and he was telling me he could we could work together and figure out how to have multiple people streaming at the same time. So basically, it could be like my desktop and your desktop or whoever. That would be pretty neat. Definitely.
Shout out to Luke.
Hell yeah. Ow, ow, ow. One of the OGs. But yeah, man, it's going to be a work in progress. I think that also would be better too for the YouTube channel to have some video, because as of right now, the YouTube channel, which if you can find it, good luck. Russian Mike was talking to me recently. He's like, oh, dude, I can't find your YouTube channel. I'm like, yeah, you gotta try. I don't know, man. I'm like, I think I might be shadow banned already. I'm like, try typing it in as like one word. Rogan and RuneScape as one word. He's like, yeah, I tried that. Still can't find it. I'm like, God. I'm like, I don't know. So I gotta figure that out. If you guys can find the YouTube channel, that's awesome. I'll give you 10K as a prize for for being able to locate it.
10K IRL, not GP.
Oh, 10K crab cakes. But yeah, man, it's gonna be something that's it is going to happen.
Hey, I found you.
What?
Oh my God, Mickey, you're gonna have to pay out so much money.
You're just bullshit. Sure, you're bullshitting. You didn't find it on YouTube.
I'll send you a link.
All right, well, I guess I gotta, before I sign off, give Sheer RNG 10K. How would you like that? Would you like a 10K RuneScape gold, or would you like 10K crab cake IRL?
10K Bitcoin or McChickens.
Jeez.
I only accept McChickens for a form of food.
Hey, 10K Bitcoin, man, I'd be working for the next 2 billion lifetimes. Just die and reincarnate working for the Bitcoin. I can maybe do the McChickens. That's still $10,000. So
they're 150 now though. Well, over here they are at least. Check commands.
What? 150?
I think they're like 150. Well, at least in Washington, or
bro, they're taxing your ass on that McChicken.
Yeah, minimum wage. Anyways,
Man, motherfucker. Well, the minimum wage here in Virginia is 7.25, which is crazy compared to like Massachusetts and New York. It's like $15 an hour or something like that.
it's
But
like 12 or 12.50 or something like that over here. I don't remember. It's crazy.
yeah, imagine getting 7.25.
Yeah, it's 7.25 here too, but like even like the lowest like level jobs don't pay that. Like they would never get people hired on if they did.
Right? Unless that's like literally their only option because it's like not a city around. But
Yeah.
Well, I know like here even like fast food places pay like 11, even though minimum wage is like 7. So I don't, and they're still pretty desperate for workers too.
yeah, I definitely appreciate the electrical doing electrical work. It gave me an opportunity to not have to, and there's nothing wrong. Like honestly, at the end of the day, a job is a job, and it's gonna suck most of the time unless you find something that you're passionate about, and then at that point, it's not as much of a job. But I'm fortunate for getting into electrical work because it does pay more than like say if I was to work at like Dollar General or like Old Navy or like 7-Eleven or Target or something like that. So I'm grateful, or like Panda Express or whatever. So it gives you, the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm sure there's like a couple younger listeners too, or even just people that are, just trying to figure themselves out in general. I mean, if you're able-bodied, which by that all I mean is if you're able to just stand on your feet and you can pretty much, and you can have like half a brain, you can do electrical work. And one of the great things about electrical work is that it's not going anywhere, at least within the near future. I mean, eventually things will be changing, but even with like solar panels, that's the whole third year. If you're to do your like 4 years to get your journeyman's card, the third years, at least here, is about motor controls and solar panels, which is what I'll be doing next year. And if I decide to continue that and not just try to test out. But yeah, I just wanted to drop that just in case, if people are looking for, something that will pay you money, And the other beautiful thing about electrical work is that you can literally, if you live in like a town, if you get fired from that one place or you don't like it and you quit, there's literally like 20 other electrical contractors that you could work with. So you're not limited by any means. And then say if you ever want to move, like if I ever want to go to Colorado, I have like, that underneath my belt. I could take myself anywhere in the country, with that. So, like I said, if there's any younger listeners trying to figure out how to make some money and, learn something from it, then I definitely would recommend that. And of course, once you have your journeyman's card, you can always, or fucking your master's card, you can always eventually start your own side business. And it's not glamorous by any means, but don't get me wrong, depending on who you work for, you could be sitting in a van for half the day, just chilling and doing service calls. So this is my little fucking motivational speech for, because I mean, I know the economy is kind of rough right now, so just want to give some people some hope.
Yeah, definitely. My uncle's an electrician and he has his own business and he's doing pretty well off right now, so it worked out really well for him.
Awesome, man. It's really good to hear. So, well, I'm glad we didn't end it on the crab cake.
Me too. I like this ending more.
Awesome. And saying goodbye is always the hardest part, but I'm really grateful, Sheer, that we were able to do this again. It's been a while since we did the first one, and I really enjoyed, doing that with you, and I look forward to doing more with you. And Sean Boy, this is very awesome that this is your first appearance on the Rogan RuneScape podcast, but you've been a part of the family for a while now, so I'm glad people get to hear you. I've shouted you out in a couple episodes when I was talking about getting my ancient magic and you letting me do the duel arena with you, and thank you for not fucking smiting me.
Yeah. That was a good time, man.
You're a cool dude, and I look forward to, if you want to, I look forward to doing more episodes with you, man. So do you guys have any last closing thoughts or shout outs?
I don't know.
Nope, we're all good.
you want to hit me up in
just-
game, it's just Sean Space Boy. I mean, I always have my private on, so if you want to talk
Yeah,
at all,
and,
feel free.
Yeah, don't hit me up in game. Nah, I'm just kidding. That's sheer RNG. My iron.
There's a
Go with
space, right?
No space. It's all put together. Just sheer
Okay.
RNG.
Gotcha. And Sean Boy, do you have a space?
Yeah, it's Sean Space Boy. SEAN Sean.
All right. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go eat some food. I hope y'all have a great time with yourselves or with your family or just with your RuneScape buddies. I'll be back on later and we can cut it up on RuneScape if you guys are still around. Thank you again.
Hell yeah.
Peace.
All right, peace.
Peace.